Okay, so hey guys, and welcome to my PES debut. So, yeah, as you can fully well see, I have in fact downloaded Pro Evolution Soccer 2016. Bought it off the marketplace. I think it was under £25, so it's well worth it. So if you've, just for anybody who's a football fan that's got £25 going spare, just put it on PES. It's a pretty good game, and I want to go through the game faces with you guys and just have a chat about it in general. So a lot of people mock PES for the game faces, but actually they don't have the same licenses that EA do, hence why Arsenal have to be called North London, etc, etc. So it is obviously quite frustrating for PES, and they can only work with what they've got at the end of the day. And to be honest, what they do, but the graphics that they have are pretty good. I like them. So I'm going to show you guys all of we're going to go through the Premier League. I won't go through every single player, but players that I know have a game face, or players that are well known in the Premier League. And then I can show you guys just how they've done them. So bear in mind, they do all of this manually. We've got Petr Cech here. We're going through all of the Premier League sides, by the way. Gabriel, a player who, if you'll know, in FIFA doesn't have a game face. They literally put probably the most, just a bodge job with Gabriel in FIFA, if I'm honest. And you'd think that with FIFA, I know for a fact that when I first bought PES, actually, I brought it on PlayStation when PES 16 first come out. And Gabriel actually didn't have a game face, so they've gone through the effort of, noticing what players are being, chosen more regularly. And, they've actually done this, and I think this is really good. I think that's a really good attempt at Gabriel from Arsenal. Again, with FIFA, you'd think that they could just, add it into the game because they've got the license to do so, and they can do so much more compared to what PES can do. PES literally have to do everything on their own pretty much. So I think this is a really good job of Gabriel. We've got Lauren Koscielny next again, pretty good. Bellerin, Nacho, I know his hair's not great on poor old Nacho. We've got Flamini again. His probably isn't as good, but when I think about it, I don't think Flamini's in FIFA has changed at all, since his Milan days. I don't think they've updated it. Ramsey, they've got the new updated Aaron Ramsey look with the hair and the beard. They've actually put Oxlade-Chamberlain's new hairstyle in, which is a nice little touch. It just makes the game, for me personally, I find little things like this, they just make the game feel so much more realistic. And just having a player that simply looks like he does in real life, it's just a really nice touch in the game. Sanchez, I think, is a pretty good job. Ozil, I actually prefer this Ozil to the FIFA one. I think this one looks a lot better. Giroud, yeah, he's got his older hairstyle, but it's not a bad attempt at all. Ospina probably isn't as good. I do like the FIFA's version of Ospina. I think that is pretty good, but I'm not too keen on this one. And also their Mertesacker isn't too bad, but I think I'm more preferring the FIFA ones. Gibbs is pretty good. I can't fault Gibbs's at all. Really like Callum Chambers as well. Think his is really good. Francis Coquelin, again, I probably prefer FIFA's, but I think this is another good attempt. Arteta as well. I think I prefer this Arteta actually. This looks more like Arteta. Again, this is more updated than what FIFA is. Sorry, the other one. El Neni, look at that hair. Look at that hair. It is just fabulous. It is like we have got an Egyptian Hugh Wizzy on the pitch. I think with FIFA's version of El Neni is the most just a quick job. It looks like they've just literally put the complexion on and then just giving him a bit of an afro, and that's it. This is a really detailed. I love this. I absolutely love PES's version of El Neni. I think it's really good. Adelaide and them don't have one. Campbell does though. Campbell's not too bad. Walcott is alright as well. I know Iwobi doesn't have one. Welbeck again. Welbeck's is pretty good. I don't think any of these do. I know Wilshere does though. Wilshere's is again more updated than what FIFA's is. And Santi Cazorla as well. Santi's pretty good. I do like Santi. Yeah, I think Santi looks pretty good. Rosicki, yeah, I'm probably preferring. To be fair, I don't think even FIFA do a good job on Rosicki either. But yeah, PES's isn't so great at all, to be honest, but it's not, I don't know, it's not all that bad. We'll go through, this is Aston Villa now, so I'm not going to go through every single player, don't worry, I'm just going to go through a couple and, you know, just flick through in general. So let's look at Lescott. Obviously Lescott's got one in there. Mika Richards isn't so bad, maybe Sissoko as well. Not many of these do, to be honest, that's why I'm just going to skim through. We had Agbon Lahore there. Guzan isn't that bad. Kieran Clark though, looks pretty good. And Richardson kind of does, Hutton sort of, but obviously like with your major teams, you know, that like with your Arsenal and stuff, they're going to focus more on Arsenal than they are Aston Villa. I'll kind of stop reading the names out now because I've gathered that you guys can read. So yeah, I just think that PES have really upped their game this year. I'm looking forward to the next one because I think they're going to do even more of a madness, to be honest. I don't think lots of Bournemouth players do. It is quite annoying that PES can't use like the real names. It's like, you know, like Arsenal, it has to be North London, because when it comes to East Dorsetshire, I'm like, well, who are these? I'm trying to work it out in my head, like who they are. Itterby. And yeah, it's pretty difficult. But you know, guys, like I say, I've always been Team FIFA, and I think I will still remain Team FIFA for a long time. But it's safe to say, PES has made some big movements this year, and it is pretty decent. It's an enjoyable game, in my opinion. Courtois. I like Courtois on here, he's pretty good. Zuma doesn't look so great. Terry, yeah, I can deal with Terry, he's pretty good. Ivanovic, yeah. Azpilicueta, I really like. Mikel, I really like the way that they do John Obi Mikel. Matic probably isn't so good. Willian, again, probably isn't so good either. Oscar is quite good. The snake that is Cesc Fabregas is also, yeah, it's pretty decent. Costa, I find his face so funny. We've got Begovic, and I think, yeah, Cahill does as well. Hazard, obviously, and Pedro. I know FIFA probably do. FIFA definitely do have more game faces and stuff, but compared to what PES used to be, you know, this is a massive improvement, and some of the players look incredible. They really do. We're on to, who's it? This is Palace, isn't it? Crystal Palace. Yeah. It is quite difficult knowing like who is who. If I do go quiet for a bit, guys, it's because I've run out of things to say. Now, I just wanted to go flick through, show you guys a couple of players. We'll go to Punch him. I'll show you guys him. Pretty sure you would. Joe Leslie as well. That beard though. Shamak. Shamak probably isn't so good. Neither is Fraser Campbell's. Maybe Saperoni. No. But yeah, a lot of players do look pretty good. I'm surprised Balassi doesn't have one. That's slightly disappointing. Now we're on to Everton. I don't think there are many Everton players that do. I know Jagielka would do. Coleman. Oviedo doesn't. But yeah, there's Bazinga. Look, he still looks like Ethan as well. He still looks like Bazinga even in PES. Yeah, it probably more so in PES actually. I genuinely do think he looks like Ethan. A lot of people say it though as well. But yeah, guys, honestly, like PES gets so much stick, and it he looks like a hobbit. But I just think that I think that this year it's a really enjoyable game, and I haven't played PES for a long time, but I know like a lot of FIFA YouTubers have hyped it up this year, and it's honestly it's getting there, and I think it's still obviously a mile off from FIFA, but considering what they've got, I don't think they do a bad job at all. I really like Huth on this as well. I think FIFA sometimes they just don't bother updating game faces, and I find it quite annoying. Okazaki looks pretty good on this, and Vardy. But yeah, I find EA really lazy sometimes with players. think that will do. That was Leicester City, by the way, if you couldn't tell already. Merseyside Red, this is Liverpool. Couple of players on here do look really good. Moreno, I'm really impressed with the way that they do Moreno. Emre Can, he is just one beautiful human being, isn't he? I mean, look at that, he is amazing. We have got, I like the new Joel Allen as well. Look with the beard, you know, the Welsh Messi. Pirlo as well, they call him the Welsh Messi. He's called the Welsh Pirlo. He's called everything. He's just a hero at the moment. We've got Milner. Lallana looks pretty good, and Firmino is another player who doesn't have a game face in FIFA. So, and look at how well PES do it, really well. I have to say my favourites probably are Gabriel, El Neni, and definitely Firmino's up there as well. I do really like Lucas. Is pretty terrible. Not gonna lie. Coutinho I definitely prefer. It's just more updated, isn't it? It's a lot more updated than what FIFA's is. Benteke, it's pretty much the same storage. I think we've come towards the end. I know Ings looks similar to his FIFA one, but Origi as well, another player who doesn't have a game face in FIFA. Do you think players like them that are pretty top players should have a game face? They're playing for Liverpool, you know, they should have a game face. Otamendi, another player who doesn't have a game face in FIFA, but in PES it looks pretty good. Can't fault it at all. Just pushing my headset back on my head, it was falling off. They've updated Sterling's hair as well, look. Quite funny. Aguero. And there was another Man City, and okay, Clichy I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of Clichy's new. I don't think that looks very good at all. And they haven't updated Sanya's hair, which is quite a shame. Well, it isn't though, because I do miss that Sanya. That was the Arsenal Sanya, wasn't it? You know, with the blonde braids. Navas looks like a model. Look at that. He does. Ian Nacho, I don't think they did one for him. Although, without a doubt, next year Ian Nacho is going to have game face, definitely in FIFA anyway, because he's been brilliant for Man City this year. De Bruyne, Nasri looks like a lesbian. Boney as well, and then we go on to Man United. And Manchester United actually have their name and their proper badge in the game. So I think that's obviously something to do with license agreements, and obviously PES are allowed to include them, so yeah, who can blame them? De Gea does look pretty funny, doesn't he? We've got Darmian, I'm not sure. I can't really think of what he looks like in real life. I think that's a better version than FIFA's anyway, because FIFA's doesn't look anything like him. I love Fellaini in PES, it looks really good. Carrick is probably better as well in PES, I think. Martial, another player who doesn't have a game face in FIFA, so this is what he could look like next year. This is what he looks like in PES. We've got Mata, Rooney, more updated Rooney. Romero, another player who doesn't have a game face in FIFA. And there is Rojo does now, but he didn't before. And there's another one, Depay, that was the one I was thinking of. And there he is in PES. He's just another player that doesn't have a game face in FIFA. It's nice to just see like what players could look like in FIFA and just get an idea of PES, you know, what they look like animated, like in that sort of form. We're on to Newcastle now. I'm not too thinking about any of these, to be honest. I really like Townsend's though. I remember looking at Townsend's last night. I was really impressed with that. I thought he looked pretty good. Mitrovic as well looks pretty decent. And I think it was Perez. No, it wasn't Perez. I'm just guesswork now. Krull. Yeah, there wasn't many Newcastle players actually. As you can see, I'm speeding this up a little bit now. I don't want this video to drag, you know. This is Norwich, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we've got Houlihan should have one. He doesn't. I don't think many of these will actually. Naismith looks like Gollum. He really does look like Gollum. Ruddy. Olsen, finally, a game face. I don't think many of these have one, so I'm going to finish with those. We're going to go to Fraser Forster, Southampton. It's really difficult sometimes to know like who is like which team is which. I have to look at the players. So he looks pretty good. Fontes is quite weird actually. Yoshida's is good. Classy's is strange. They don't have one for Wanyama, which is a little bit disappointing. Bertrand, I really like Bertrand as well. I think it looks pretty good. Long, I prefer this one to the FIFA version, not gonna lie. Pella as well is pretty good, looks pretty good. But saying that, the Pella in FIFA looks quite good as well. Tadic, I don't think Tadic has a, does Tadic, oh no, Tadic does have a game face now. But I know he didn't do before. So yes, this is Stoke, my local side. I don't think there are many Stoke players actually that do have a game face. We've got Butland. I was quite impressed with Butland actually. I'm going to go down to Shaqiri now as well. His hair, he looks really angry. Arnautovic as well. And Afellay is a player who doesn't have a game face in FIFA. He did do once upon a time when Afellay was some. Look at Shawcross though. Okay, that's pretty bad, Pez. Not gonna lie, that is pretty damn shocking. Wilson does look good though. And it's just, I think it's just kind of like whoever PES consider as a key player or like big players for certain clubs. But yeah, back when I think Afellay was at Barca, I think he had a game face then in FIFA, but he doesn't anymore sadly. We're on to Sunderland now. I'm going to go to Mavia. And I don't think many more actually had a game face. Obviously Defoe does because he's been around for yonks. Wes Brown possibly too. His isn't great though. Rodwell I think. Yeah, he hasn't got the updated look though. Larson, Seb Larson. And I think that was it. We're going to Swansea now. Swansea's was the most difficult one to guess because I was like, who the hell is that? Fabianski, I think I prefer the FIFA version, not gonna lie. We shall go to Sigurdsson, pretty good actually. We have got, I think Nordfeldt had one as well, sort of. And Leroy Fer, I think there was maybe Gomez did, yeah. I like that Gomez. He looks like Michonne from The Walking Dead. He does. He actually does. Now we're moving on to Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur. I know that Lloris was one that I was quite a fan of. He looks pretty good. But Alderweireld as well, and I remember Trippier didn't. Eric Dyer looks pretty funny. Dembele, we've got Lamela, Chadley, Ericsson. I think Ericsson's is quite good. Kane. We have got Rose, Walker. Kyle Walker's is quite bad if I'm honest. Ryan Mason's is pretty good though. They've got one for obviously Dele Alli, and that is quite decent actually. He looks pretty good. He looks quite realistic. Bentaleb I think has one as well. And Vertonghen will do as well. And then we have got Watford next. I don't think many of these actually have one. Doesn't it feel like Herrero Gomez has been around for such a long time? Like, I remember when he was at Spurs and Tottenham absolutely hated him. Oh, it's disappointing that Ake doesn't. But Mario Suarez though, and I think Capoue does. No, he doesn't. Igalo, Pantilimon as Mini Minter. He really doesn't look like Mini Minter at all there. If we go through to, I don't think there are many more. Yeah, we'll skip Watford. Sorry, Watford fans. Blame Pez, not me. We've got West Brom now, I do believe. It's so difficult, like, trying to know who is who. Ben Foster doesn't look that good. He does, though. Macaulay. Olsen, yeah, it's alright. Can see where they're coming from with it. Sandro, yes. I had no idea he was at West Brom, by the way, till I played this. James McLean and Fletcher. Look at them ears, though. It's like something off Lord of the Rings. Oh, man. Johnny Evans, obviously. And Sessegnon doesn't. That's disappointing actually that Sessegnon doesn't. Gnabry, do remember Gnabry? He's got funny ears, but yeah, looks pretty good. Looks more or less like Gnabry. The fan favourite, Berahino. What happened to him? Look at Ricky Lambert. I mean, that hair is mad. That is a madness hairstyle. We finish off with West Ham, guys. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. You know, somewhat. I just wanted to show you guys just that the PES really isn't that bad, to be honest. Some players look outstanding, and it's a matter of just giving something else a try, to be honest. To be honest, I've been quite impressed. The gameplay is pretty good. I find it a lot more difficult to commit a foul in PES than what I do in FIFA. I feel that in FIFA, if you go to ground, it's a foul like pretty much like 8 times out of 10. But whereas if you're in when you play in PES, I feel that like you can go to ground more. There's different types of slide challenges as well, so I feel that you know, that it's massively improved there. Anyway, I wanted to ask you just the all important question: what sort of videos do you want me to do with PES, guys? What sort of career mode do you want to see? Let me know in the comments down below. I've had a suggestion to do an ISCO career mode, so I want to do a player career mode because I've got the Arsenal career mode in FIFA, and the player career modes in PES are pretty good. So we could either create our own player, or you guys let me know which player you want to see me do a career mode with, and do you want to see some My Club stuff, because I can also throw that into the equation as well. Anyway, that is all from me for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little insider to PES 2016. I know it's towards the end of PES now, but 2016, but I just wanted to, you know, show you guys that it's really cheap at the moment, and it's well worth it in my opinion. It really is. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment, and yeah, I will catch you all later.